Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to Thanksgiving week. So this is going to be our weekly reading from November 24th through the 28th. And I will say this week, oh my goodness, expect a week where it is a fated turning point. There are massive shifts. There's intense transformations. There's a karmic explosion of events and a cosmic breakthrough that you didn't expect. Before we get into it though, I just also want to say thank you guys to each and every one of you. Seriously, each and every one of you make a difference. All your likes, subscribes, hypes, comments, shares, donations, oh my goodness, each and every bit of it. You guys are what make this channel a family. You make my heart melt, and I love you back. So welcome to the last full week of November, and happy Thanksgiving week. So this is a week of some major shifts and some forward movement. It's karmic, it's fated, but in a great way. This is where Saturn and Mercury both start their journey forward. And we also have the third grand water trine coming into alignment, but this time the Scorpio stellium that came into alignment is delivering the biggest gift of them all yet. So this grand water trine is going to be aligning with Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus this time. Our planet of love, money, beauty. They will be aligning at 24 and 25 degrees again. So this is a big turning point, right? Has to do with your foundation, has to do with your self-care, has to do with your relationships, your partnerships, where you commit to, who you commit to, what you commit to, your long-term goals, your dreams, blessings, opportunity, and your heart's desires. And right away with the Cosmo Oracles, this is where Spirit is saying this is the week, the fated turning point where you stop giving your power away and you start giving it back to you. This is also where, especially when it comes to relationships, there is someone in need of your love. There's honest conversations, very deep, heartfelt conversations that lead to deeper commitments this week coming in. This is the time to truly open yourself up and offer it to them. Have those conversations, those connections, because those bonds are the ones that are built on the stable foundation of this grand water trine. And I will do a separate read with this grand water trine, of course, because I can't resist. I'm a hopeless romantic. It's with love, you know? So stay tuned for that. But this week, we also have some very destined forward movement entanglement between Mars, our go-getter planet, our driving force, and the lunar nodes. And starting right away today as I'm recording this, oh my goodness, on the 24th, this is where we have a very special day. So right before the holiday here this week, as we come into a happy Monday, we come into a very fated day. Mercury is conjunct with Venus. Both are in Scorpio in our third house at 24 degrees. There is something very heartfelt happening today. So this is a day to pay attention to. And if you felt this energy, I will say it's got a lot entangled with what happened this weekend. So remember, we had on Sunday, we had the sun, Sunday and sun. Anyway, the sun being sextile with Pluto. That energy is spilling over into this conjunction. There are heartfelt conversations that are possibly about past relationships, values, or even hidden desires. Could have to do with work, your lifestyle, your identity, with Mercury being in retrograde as well. This is where who you used to be, who you want to be, and with Chiron and the great retrograde grand water trine that we just had aligning as well, it has to do with a lot of your healing journey. And your healing journey has now taken you on this, to this place where you have transformed and transmuted your emotional evolution to something that is all shaping into this week, with this day actually too, with a very fated karmic turning point. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. This is where, with this conjunction, it's kind of like an emotional surgery, if you think about it that way. So it is lighting up this huge emotional breakthrough. It's allowing you to truly express something that you've held inside, Or I will also say too, someone that is very close to you may be revealing something very significant to you. So an ex may contact you, you may be revisiting an unfinished romantic storyline. Emotionally, intellectually, mentally, there could be something here too where there's an old work storyline where people you really cared about threw rocks and hid their hands. You may be talking through past misunderstandings. You could be reopening a connection that was one that really mattered to you. It's going to be this type of emotional surgery where you're reassessing what you need emotionally in your relationships going forward. So boundaries, trespasses, that type of wounding that cut very deeply never happens again. If there's a truth that you've been avoiding because it felt too heavy, too complicated, this is the day, this is when and where you face it, but with Venus's energy, you face it gently, in Venus's arms and in Venus's heart. Remember, she's our heart's desire. She's our needs, our wants, our love, our beauty. Also has to do with finances, could do that, or could be with finances as well. So remember too, we're in Sagittarius season. So right now, especially with Sagittarian season, the sun being in our 4th house, could have to do about your home life, your family life, the foundations of your life, because they will be at a big focus right now. And while there's a lot of momentum here, with Venus and Mercury, don't be surprised if they're drifting your mind back to a place, a circumstance regarding money, intimacy, contracts, even a business that you're trying to launch, a writing project, or even travel. Whatever it is, you're going somewhere with this conjunction, either physically, spiritually, emotionally. It's nostalgic, and it's a big unlocking between the mind and the heart, where your self-expression becomes more fearless, more authentic. It's deep, it's real, and it's giving you this emotional clarity that fills you with calm going forward in this turning point. I will also say too, the moon is in Capricorn in our 5th house. That is joy, right? That is your abundance. That is living life loud and proud to its fullest. Whatever fills you up and lights you up. The moon in Cappy will also be sextile with Venus, Mercury, and Saturn as well. So there is this cooperative energy between these 4 planets, and they are activating something that's presenting a moment where emotions, communication, and commitment all harmonize with this warm, serious, and intentional presence. It's going to give you this productive, honest, conversational kind of presence to it. It's going to allow for romantic conversations. It's going to clear up past communications. You'll also feel clear, about what you want in relationships. You'll also be receiving and offering emotional support that brings dependability, stability into your connections. And that's not all, because Mars is here with the North and the South nodes. We'll get into it. But right away with the tarot, this is where, with the Knight of Cups in reverse that flew out right away, whatever has been unrealistic, right? Whatever's been unreliable has given you discouragement. You could also too, especially with all the healing with Chiron's here too as well, just saying. But there could be some emotional moodiness. Could have been some creative blockages, especially with all the wounding that you've been revisiting throughout this weekend with that great retrograde trine. Know what I said? Great retro. No, know what I meant. Not what I said. Great retrograde grand water trine. There we go. Say that 10 times fast. And then now coming into Monday, where there's this huge, massive shift in the energy. You're transforming that energy, and it's opening you up with your intuition in a very big way so that you release and surrender, heal, let go, especially with the karmic axis being activated with Mars and the North and the South nodes. We'll get into it. And you're breaking free, truly going to a place, writing where it balances the scales, I will say as well. It's like shining truth on shadow, but it's more importantly, it's like letting it go and surrendering to the waves so that you truly have this breakthrough that ushers in prosperity, abundance, new relationships, new opportunities, ones that also foster fortune, love, joy, health, spirituality, creativity, positivity. It infuses all of that potential into your relationships with your heart chakra wide open. And that's the big thing about this week. There is a cosmic breakthrough that is going to break your heart right open in a very good way towards a new beginning, tapping into all the new ideas, the positivity, writing that into your partnerships, into your commitments, your long-term aspirations, tapping in your personal power to all the unlimited potential that you have when it comes to bringing and anchoring your dreams into your reality. And with the Six of Pentacles right away too, this is about that law of reciprocity, grounding those comforts into your stability, into your foundation with that Taurian energy, illuminating the shadows of what needs to be released, what needs to be healed, what needs to be surrendered. And as well, it's about sharing knowledge and experience. Has a lot to do with discipline with Saturn as well. Financial management, building your legacy. Venus is here too. She rules money. Jupiter is blessings, optimism. He also brings in opportunities that generate wealth. Saturn anchors them into your reality, into your legacy through karmic reward. This is giving and receiving, but also too standing up and receiving the fairness, the social justice where there was once an abuse of power or underhandedness, I guess is what I'm getting the most. And it's truly opening up. And I will get into it because this grand trine that aligns, the more that you speak your dreams and share your dreams, the more they become your reality. Stay tuned. We're going to get into it. This is where, though, I'm right away on Monday. Happy Monday is all I got to say, because Mars is going to be squaring off with the North and the South nodes. All of them, too, will be at 14 degrees. That's new beginnings towards your foundations, breaking it on down to change, a turning point. So this is where it's directly going to be hitting, Mars is going to directly be hitting, I should say, your karmic access. And with Mars, our go-getter planet, he is pushing, he is agitating, he is this guy that is creating like friction. And remember, he's in Sagittarius. He is focused on your foundation, your roots, cultural ties, historic ancestral ties and lineage, home, family. So he, especially when he's looking at your karmic access, your north and your south nodes, with where your past lessons have been, where your new lessons that you signed up to ascend to in this life are really shaping up, taking shape as well, he is going to be helping you in a very big way, creating this friction with breaking an old pattern so that your soul can move forward. This is where you may need to act decisively. He's not going to be gentle. I'm just going to put it out there. So this is where you may find yourself in a circumstance, in a situation, a conversation, where you may need to act decisively to balance your partnerships with your personal life by clarifying what you need versus what others need, and establishing the boundary, allowing that accountability for yourself to yourself. You owe it to yourself, right? And allowing others to do the same, whether they're trying to influence you to take their responsibilities or not, right? However, whatever that means to you. So with Mars, this is going to be very life-changing. He is going to push you in his energy, this go-getter drive, right, into productive tasks at home, into problem solving, whatever action that comes through, because we also have this moment where as he's pushing you, freeing you, it's not meant to be negative. It's meant to be motivational. So this square, Mars in general, in this focus group, in this focus action on your fourth house, he is going to be pushing you to evolve how you handle bonding, how you handle boundaries, how you handle vulnerability. He's going to push you to release hypercriticism. He's going to push you to release self-judgment. And the lunar nodes with Mars are going to nudge you to let go of control, allow flow, dissolve rigidity, and choose compassion and intuition over correctedness. And I will also say, oh my goodness, look at what all flew out. We got to talk about this, guys. Ooh, yeah, let's talk about this. I will also say as well, Jupiter will be square with Chiron at 24 degrees. Same degree of change, bringing harmony, balancing dualities in your foundations, in your partnerships. There is going to be something here with Jupiter in Cancer, exalted in Cancer in your 11th house that has to do with your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Remember, he's retrograde, so this could be past dreams that you've either let go, put on the wayside, had opportunities or felt like you had opportunities slip through your grasp, taken from you. Chiron, our wounded healer in Aries, initiation, action in our 8th house of transformation. These two, this square, with all of this going on Monday, right? They're going to be bringing up deep beliefs or emotional pain to heal old wounds, to expand your understanding of them and ensure that you reach the core wound so that hope and growth is restored in your belief in love, what you cherish, what you need in relationships, what you desire and really look for, what fills you up with feeling supported. They are going to open you up to knowing that where your vulnerability is where your true strength lies. It is that kind of a happy Monday. And if you just got goosebumps, if that resonates with you, put a heart in the comments below, because let's talk about all of these reversals. Is there something underneath? No, it's just that one. Okay. So right away, especially when it comes to your hopes and dreams, especially with Jupiter, this is Jupiter coming through all the way. Being worried or not seeing your hard work paying off, right? Feeling unrewarded. Also, too, some of you may feel like you've been stuck at home, stuck in the place rather than moving. And especially with all the 5 retrogrades, with all of that going on this year of transformation, I get it and I feel it. This is like frustration, right? And not seeing the movement that you've been desiring. This is also, too, returning from a place. Maybe things didn't work out. Returning home in a lot of ways, and what that means to you, how you define home, where you define home. And remember, this is where your vulnerability becomes your true strength. So especially when you look at all of that, when now that we're in Sagittarius season, you start really taking precedence and having home and family hold presence. This is where the start of something new truly begins, right away on Monday. And like I was saying, it's an intense transformation. There are massive shifts, and it gets better from here. So this is by far the huge day where it's kind of like, not only is it a turning point, a breakthrough, but it's a new direction. It's a fated day of a new beginning in mind, in consciousness, in body, in spirit, and in heart. This is where there's an opportunity. There's a change in your creative flow. There's inspiration. There's good news coming in. This is where anything that felt overwhelmed, unbalanced, if you've been neglecting priorities, feeling disorganized, feeling like you've got too much to handle all at once, this is where, with the Ten of Swords in reverse, you are healing, surrendering those past troubles. You're recovering from past traumas. You're not just being a survivor. You're turning that, learning from the past, utilizing that wisdom, and becoming the thriver, especially with Mars and our lunar nodes being activated, being pushed, agitated with this turning point. It's a final breakthrough of old patterns that frees your soul. Anything that's made you feel dissatisfied, anything that's made you live in regret, anything that's been in excess, anything, especially with Jupiter and Chiron, they are healing. Wherever you felt your wishes were unfulfilled, your dreams, your long-term aspirations, long-held dreams as well. This is where whatever has caused anxiety, nightmares, right? Due to being aware of excessive behaviors. It's bringing all of it to light. It's looking at all the imbalances, all the vices, all the aspects that have made you reactive rather than responsive in your actions with impulsivities. This is where it's all coming into balance. And remember, we still have Pluto and the Sun sextiles energy spilling over into this conjunction with Venus and Mercury. There's downloads from your heart directly aligning with your mind about your hidden desires, your values, past relationships, past dreams that have been put on hold. You're letting your intuition guide you with discernment, with enlightenment, and you're refocusing on all of them, and you're delivering healing with Chiron to each and every aspect that allows you to truly take action towards hope, towards growth, towards restoration in your beliefs, in what you love, I'll say it again, in what you cherish most, and in what you need when it comes to feeling supported, having true trust in relationships, bonds that are built on a solid foundation that open you up rather than close you down. And if that resonates, let me know. Put a heart in the comments below, whatever it is, because this is where, as soon as this all happens, you're stepping into your true strength. On the 25th, this is where things start to get really beautiful. There is a karmic explosion of events that come through from this, because then we start moving in to the alignment of the Grand Water Trine as well. And spoiler alert, then we go right into not only the holidays, but we go into Saturn and Mercury stationing direct. So on the 25th, the moon is going to be moving into Aquarius in our 6th house. That is our natural house, right? We are sign of service. So the moon is going to be conjunct with Pluto, who is also in Aquarius in our 6th house. That is innovation when it comes to meaningful work, your purpose. I will say too as well, the moon is going to be sextile with the sun. So again, we have this atmosphere of home and family. And with our natural house, our 6th house being amplified with Pluto's intense energy, this is truly a beautiful turning point for Virgos in how we handle responsibility, self-care, stress, your deepest motivations. There is this deep emotional purification happening on the 25th after all this healing that Monday brings, all these breakthroughs that Monday brings. There is this purification about work, health routines, service. It's all happening here, and it's leading to a renewal of clarity about your personal foundation and your home life. The 25th is truly like what I would call a detox day after you've had this like beautiful emotional surgery, right? And so you may be confronting unhealthy routines, examining patterns of stress or burnout, seeing where you overwork, seeing what needs to be let go of so that something healthier can begin. It's going to be an emotional intensity that leads to a breakthrough in self-care, work habits, home life balance, and it helps you with restructuring your routines. It pressures you to make healthier choices. It's going to motivate you to drop old patterns once and for all, and it'll feel like this stabilizing reset with an emotional depth that clears the air. It is like this breath of innovative fresh air. And the 9 of the cup. What? We'll talk about all this. Okay, we'll talk about this. But it is going to be this breath of fresh air that comes through. And it's going to not only fill your lungs, fill your heart, fill your dreams and lift them higher, but it's going to enable you to really keep your bucket filled and in balance so that you can avoid the burnout. And I didn't take it out, but it's going to help you with avoiding feeling that overload, right? Feeling instead calm, emotional, compassionate, generous, open, especially with your heart, like your heart chakra being wide open. And especially when it comes to really following those dreams, really exalting them with innovation, thinking outside the box, utilizing your tools in a better way, that utilize innovation, so that you can work smarter, not harder, right? Not try so hard, but instead let it flow. This is where, with the 25th, get ready, because whatever has been disillusioned, or whatever's been a disillusion, I should say, change is coming in. Wherever you've been detached, this is where you've got don't ask. See, you've got this higher meaning, basically, this higher wisdom being brought down with Saturn, being anchored into your dreams so that disappointment can dissolve, especially with Neptune's energy. We'll get into that as well. But it's going to be helping with bringing in the stability, the prosperity, your justice in all that you've worked for, in all that you've held and cherished. And connecting with the Fool's shoes, with your heart as light as a feather, right? That journey that leads you straight towards your harvest, straight towards your success. and allows you to truly release those vices, release those restrictions, release that pessimism, release the distrust when it comes to the partnerships, the bonds, opening yourself up, and reinstills you from wherever you had a loss of faith, creating a foundation that truly you can stand on and stand 10 toes down in balance, with your bucket filled, with a holistic wholeness, and with your sacral flow wide open. So remember, that is about turning those wounds to wisdom, taking all that wisdom forward, especially as Saturn starts stationing forward. Saturn rules Capricorn energy as well, just saying. This is where you coming into this energy, building your legacy, allows change towards your new beginnings that really bring in a harmony, an integration of all that wisdom. How to balance your energy between the feminine, the divine feminine, and the masculine, I should say. And also, too, remain in balance so that you can resist any type of burnout, right? How to handle patterns of stress, where you're being overworked, where you're overworking yourself, where you're letting self-care sacrifice take over and burn you out, where old patterns have really destabilized you. You're going all in and you're going to the depths, and it's just in time because get ready, on the 26th, we have the best day of the week. The Grand Water Trine is in full alignment on the 26th, the day before Thanksgiving, between Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. It is aligned as well at 24 to 25 degrees. So Venus and Jupiter are at 24, Venus and Saturn are at 25. So this Grand Water Trine. And remember, if you haven't seen the stellium, Scorpio stellium reading that I did last week, we had 5 heavenly bodies aligned in scorpionic energy, going deep, right, in all your heart's desires, going deep with transformation, emotional transformation, rebuilding that emotional foundation through emotional elevation and evolution. This Grand Water Trine is by far the best alignment from everything that Scorpio stellium brought us. It's going to be giving you the powerful emotional foundation that your heart truly desires in all that Venus truly craves. This Grand Water Trine is going to be giving you the support needed to turn your insights into long-term plans. And it's going to be supporting you in committing fully, more deeply to what matters most to you. And it's right before Saturn moves direct. So you're going to feel this stabilizing energy. Between all 3 trines, Grand Water Trines that have happened within this last, week and a half, this is the one where it's like the final chapter, the turning point, the cosmic breakthrough, and it's the karmic alignment. That's an explosion of events, and it's back to back to back, right? We've got transformation big time happening with fated energy on the 24th. Then we move right in to this beautiful amplification of Pluto's intense energy on Tuesday for detox. Now, all that transformation is leading to emotional freedom, and it's leading you straight towards your long-term plans with practical actions. So, and support. I will say that too. It is right before Saturn moves direct. You're going to feel the stabilizing energy. It's going to lead you straight to your 9 of Cups and fill you up in a way. As you can see, Jupiter is lifting your dreams up. Pisces energy, visionary, whatever you've held as your longest held aspirations, whatever you felt as unfulfilled or that you've put to the side, had taken from you, whatever it is, Jupiter is blessing all of them. And especially with him being in retrograde right now, he's bringing all that back to you. Nothing that was ever meant for you will ever pass you by. And this is the time where things come full circle with this Grand Water Trine. So this is a blessed day. Just saying. This is where material success is forming and transforming right before your eyes. It's bringing in abundance. It's bringing in happiness, enjoyment, your desires, all that you've even had these inner fantasies about. This is knowing exactly what you consent to with that throat chakra, exactly what you agree to, what you commit to, with a powerful emotional foundation where your heart is supporting everything that your voice is giving, or that your voice is, what am I trying to say? All of your dreams that your voice is giving voice to, giving sound to, giving frequency to in a lot of ways as well. This is where, with the Tower, you're finally breaking free. It is such a beautiful energy, and Mars is here, right? Focused on home and family, how that is defined by you. Whatever was built on sand, whatever was taken from you, that is falling to the wayside. And there is sudden change coming through. This is where there's epiphanies coming through. There's spiritual growth where you felt empty before. This is overthrowing misconceptions as well. This is destroying everything that was holding you back so that your ambitions can truly rise. And more importantly, rise and elevate with your intuition, being fully awakened. So this is where, with this grand water trine, I cannot stress this enough, it is going to be so and feel so emotionally nourishing. This is where emotion, relationships, and connections flow effortlessly. And it's also where deep emotional wisdom meets karmic responsibility. It is the trine where deeper commitments form. Emotional insights turn into practical long-term change. You may also feel more organized about how your emotional world ties to your dreams and your responsibilities. It's also it's a rare and one of the most supportive transits in all of 2025, where old tensions finally ease. Karmic lessons are finally integrated, and intuition flows with emotional clarity, emotional maturity, and healing. So this grand water trine is going to be aligning you to your deepest desires and your most cherished values. And just, step back and take a look at this. We got Saturn, rules legacy, building wealth with discipline, karmic rewards. We've got Venus, our planet of love, beauty, money. We've got Jupiter, your longest held ambitions, blessing them with new opportunities, with optimism, refilling and replenishing that hope. This is gorgeous. This is healing. This is clarity. This is evolution. It is aligning you to what you cherish, all that you've been reaching for, working for, and rewarding you for it, all the work that you've done along your journey. Jupiter is going to be asking you to revisit or reevaluate past goals, and most importantly, all your unfulfilled dreams. He's going to be giving you a chance to refine your long-term vision. You may reconnect with a dream or a goal from the past that now feels more achievable. And you'll be receiving support from friends, mentors, or even the networks, social networks, community. And it's going to be manifesting with ease. They're going to be karmically aligned to elevate you with inspiration, with love, with blessings. And with Venus here, the more you express, the more you share your goals, your creative approach, the closer your dreams not only feel, but the closer they become your reality, by turning your aspirations into actionable steps and connecting conversations with opportunity. And if you just got tingles like I did, let me know in the comments below. Put a heart in the comments below, because this is where all those dreams, you are being filled with optimism. This is a great affinity with self-confidence, going after everything that you've put on the wayside, everything that felt like it was so far out of reach. With that solar plexus, this is truly being inspiration in action. And I will say it again, with Venus, the more you express, the more you share your goals, your creative approach, the closer your dreams become your reality. It's turning your aspirations into actionable steps, connecting conversations with opportunities. This is where it's like you share your dream with somebody and they're like, you know what, actually, I was thinking about doing this. It's like an idea, collaboration that completely aligns with what you've always wanted to do most, that also builds a foundation. It's that type of intuition of going with the flow and taking action with that Aries action, initiation energy, new beginnings towards your dreams. And it's like everything just happens with ease. So the more that you share, the more that you connect, the more you fall into alignment with Venus's energy with this grand water trine. It is absolutely gorgeous. And like I say, stay tuned. I will do a separate read going more into depth about how you can utilize this energy, going more into depth too about the degrees, so that you truly can utilize this to your utmost ability. Tap into that unlimited potential and truly shine with this grand water trine. Didn't mean to rhyme, but I did. But either way, this is where too, remember, we've got Saturn playing a role. So with everything that you speak into your reality, Saturn is going to be anchoring all those dreams into your reality with karmic rewards, with opportunities that emerge in partnerships, social circles that will help you achieve them, will lift you up and elevate you to them. This is the trine to truly speak your dreams into reality. And it is preparing you, it is building to the 27th on Thanksgiving when Saturn finally stations direct. This is big. I know your calendar's already marked because it's Thanksgiving, but still, like, make a note. This is where something big truly happens. So you're going to feel more clarity. You're going to see, you're going to believe in your ability to build on the relationships, the projects, the inner commitments that you may have felt stuck on or karmically restrained from during his time in retrograde. When he stations direct on the 27th, oh my goodness, and remember, the North Node is in Pisces in our 7th house as well right now. This is where lessons around boundaries, discipline, your long-term goals, your legacy start to all truly solidify. This is where your harvest is truly coming in. Your foundations are truly being built, where energies of conflict truly settle down, especially anxieties, feeling overworked, feeling overburdened. This is where we again have that Aries energy, taking action, initiation, and Venus is blessing each and every bit of it. It's taking action towards your truest heart's desires. And remember, Venus has been waking up with us this whole year. So now, especially once Saturn goes direct, with Venus asking you, what do you want your destiny to look like? Saturn, right alongside your North Node, stationing direct now, is saying, okay, let's do it, let's get it. And remember, Venus is in Scorpio. I mean, she is in her most passionate, going all in, intense, like transformational energy, Phoenix rising kind of energy. So it could be spiritually aligned, could be healing aligned, something that you do as a spiritual teacher, spiritual healer, artistic, creative, renaissance, whatever you do with your hands, whatever you build. Something also too with your third house could be what you do with communicating, right? Could be PR, launching your business, what you sell, what you have, like truly personally craft as one of a kind. With you being one of a kind and with what you build, what you envision being one of a kind. It's all going to be leading towards the stability of your foundation, achievements, bringing it into your reality through your discipline with your heart chakra wide open. And that is truly knowing that you've got the support of your ancestors, the universe, your community, your partnerships. All of it's going to be aligned, and it's going to be not only fated, it's going to be karmic in a very beautiful way. This is not, I know karmic has that negative connotation. This is karmic rewards. And especially with Saturn moving direct, this is where it's like he is rewarding you for all the integrity that you held and stayed true to, especially when it comes to your stability and your abundance. This is truly shining with the sun shining on Virgos. I'm just saying, stay tuned for this because this is gorgeous energy. And coming into the big year of 10, the big reset, this is where things start moving forward in a very prolific and powerful way. And like I say, this is where, especially with the Grand Trine, it's going to feel emotionally nourishing. It's going to feel like your emotional wisdom meets karmic responsibility. And now you're going to have that clarity, the ability to truly build and move forward, feel unrestricted, feel unrestrained, both emotionally and spiritually, when it comes to your legacy in particular. All the hard work that you've been doing internally and externally is paying off as soon as Saturn starts stationing direct. And it's going to feel like this major turning point. Also, too, you're going to feel clear about your long-term path. And you're going to be running toward it full speed in meaningful ways that reinforce your momentum, your boundaries, your bonds, your commitments. and your true path with the clarity that's like getting this beautiful green light from your heart chakra being wide open and being broken open with this grounding, with your roots that truly run deep in all that you've worked for. This is developing and growing. This is having the diligence to not give up, the endurance to truly master your talent, your craft, let it shine with like soul's temple, all your aspirations, all that you've been trying to learn and apprentice towards, right? Every bit that has made you feel like, oh my goodness, is this ever going to manifest? I know this is my truth. Saturn is coming in and saying, oh yeah, baby, let's do this. Let's get it. Just like Mars is. I'm just saying. This is wherever you have felt an excess in responsibility, trying too hard, you're releasing all of that. All of that is coming to an end. And you're seeing all of this flow in and flow naturally with harmony, with balance. And like I say too, especially with this detox that we've got going on Tuesday, this is where old patterns are being broken so that your soul can move forward and detoxed, so that your bucket remains filled and in balance with that Aquarian energy, with Pluto sextiling the sun and the moon. I should say conjuncting the moon. And know what I meant. Either way, this is where you're able to truly transition out of this overload and stand in a pinnacle of tribulation, of success, your beginnings, your growth in a way that truly lets you stand in your leadership, in your calm, your emotional mastery and maturity. Lead with generosity, lead with compassion, and truly voice all your dreams into your reality. This is where it's like your dreams are being exalted under Pluto. And remember, Pluto wants you to use his energy, right? He is transformational. He is purifying your dreams, even the ones that you had to like put aside, with innovation, with support being ushered in with that heart chakra. This is truly being in your soul's calling. All your desires, all your spiritual alignment, manifesting with your emotional clarity, your intuition leading the way, your feelings, literally putting out a vibration that the universe has no other choice but to respond to in your relationships, in your building blocks, in your foundation, in your dreams. Happy Thanksgiving is all I gotta say. This is truly a thankful day, and let me know what you are thankful for as everything manifests and comes into alignment. Let me know in the comments below, because this is truly big. This is where roots run deep. And if that wasn't enough, on the 28th, we have a half moon in Pisces that will also square Mars, our go-getter planet, our drive, our passion. So, oh my goodness. Okay, that's falling out a lot. All right, I'll take them all. I've learned not to argue. We're going to put all of those back. All right. So with this half moon, remember half moons, they ask you to take direction, make decisions, take action, right? So with this half moon, we have a half moon in Pisces in our 7th house, squaring off with Mars in our 4th house in Sagittarius. That is the fiery explorer of truth, focused on home and family. This is where this half moon is asking you to make decisions, take initiative, and overcome any obstacles, particularly in partnerships, living arrangements, home responsibilities, balancing personal versus family needs. There is going to be this call to action with this half moon coming in on Friday that positions you for catalytic growth. Right as we have this grand water trine, right as we have Saturn going direct, this is going to be big energy, and it's going to force you to really have clarity and alignment. It's going to be catalytic. You may feel and be forced to set boundaries, hold accountability for them as well. You may be forced to assert your personal needs in your home, in your family matters, with honesty and compassion and clarity. You may feel and see that you need to act decisively to balance partnerships with your personal life by clarifying what you need versus what others need, Mars is going to push his energy into productive tasks at home, into problem solving, whatever action this half moon is asking you to take. And these two are going to be helping you to make the best practical choices that align with your emotional needs, that align with your responsibility to yourself, so that healthier relationship foundations are carried forward. And this is right as Mercury stations direct. Stay tuned. That's Saturday. I know, spoiler alert. Stay tuned for the weekend read. But this is where this half moon is going to be asking you to look at where you've been spreading yourself too thin, where you've been feeling overburdened or overwhelmed, where excessive responsibility has been placed upon you, either by yourself or by others, whatever has been causing that extra stress. And with the plantain, I love plantain. You know, when people look at this in their yard, they typically see, oh my goodness, there's a weed. Let me tell you, this weed is so beneficial. It is so hardy. It not only is great for topical ointments when it comes to irritants, rashes, cuts, minor abrasions. It offers this beautiful healing of the exterior. It allows you to truly replenish where you've been scarred in a way that is like 10 times better than triple antibiotic. I'm just saying. This is where, with this all happening, with this half moon, it's like applying plantain to all those final scars, so that you can grab that cup and hold it with confidence with the Page of Cups. This is new ideas, new boundaries, new information coming in, new romance, just saying. Whatever has made you feel overburdened, this is where the plantain is going to be helping you, right along with the shepherd's purse as well, with reinstilling that youthful childish creativity, right? With insights, with news that lets you truly be a playful child in a playground of a loving universe. This is where all of that stability, with Saturn moving direct, moving towards your wealth, your legacy, your karmic responsibility, your emotional wisdom, all comes in with a new beginning that allows you to truly stand taller with your shoulders straighter, in a way that allows you to take action with that Queen of Swords, right? In all your honesty towards your soul's path, standing in your truth, being realistic, taking practical action, pragmatic steps, pragmatic planning, action with problem solving that allows you to be objective, that allows you to also to receive criticism, be critical as well, but not overly critical, that allows you to surrender, standing rationally. And with the clover, feed nitrogen into your deep roots that are planted with Saturn stationing direct when it comes to your goals, your legacy, your love, your partnerships, your goals. With the Knight of Pentacles, as you can see too, I mean, look at this. They are all holding your emotional cup, action towards your dreams, your legacy. This is where all the labor towards your goals, your diligence, your hard work, your perseverance is truly going to be embodied and manifested into structure, into lasting wealth. This is not going anywhere. This is not something that's superficial. This is something that truly allows you to align and take action towards your soul path without restriction. And like I was saying, spoiler alert, so on Saturday, when all of this transformation, these cosmic breakthroughs, this explosion comes through with intense transformation and shifts. On Saturday, once Mercury, our ruler, goes direct, spoiler alert, I know, he is going to be direct in Scorpio, which we got to really embody in October, right? He is in the deepest waters of passion, your emotional truth, right alongside with Venus. And when Mercury stations direct in Scorpio, this is where it's a time to get ready, because the moon is also going to be in Pisces. The moon is also going to be trying, get this, I hope you're sitting down, or give it, do a little happy dance, that's okay too. But either way, whatever feels best. The moon is going to be trying with Mercury. He's also going to be trying with Jupiter and Venus. And the moon is also going to be conjunct with Neptune and Saturn. Remember, Neptune and Saturn are in Pisces. Oh, and the Fool's at the bottom. Oh, I love this energy. So Saturday is going to be a huge alignment of harmony that stabilizes negotiations, reconciliations, emotional clarity. It stabilizes strategic thinking with taking pragmatic steps towards your dreams with enlightenment. This is where it's a day that your relationships, your conversations, your aspirations, your longest held dreams all align in a way where even old contacts provide unexpected support to long held dreams, and you're committing to something wisely and openly. So stay tuned for Saturday. All of this week is not only going to be shifting things, it's going to be a fated turning point, and there's going to be an explosion in a very good way that leads you towards your new beginning. So especially when it comes to the enlightenment, remember, this is spiritual growth. This is feeling holistic healing. This is submission, surrendering to the flow, but also gaining new perspectives, right? This is also, too, with Neptune, exalting your dreams when it comes to dream partnership, dream bonds, dream boundaries, dream foundations, letting your intuition guide you through each and every bit of it towards your longest held aspirations. This is where whatever has tested your trust, it's bringing your new beginnings with duality into synergy and creation, with synthesis, dynamic balance, in expression. And like I say, this is the grand water trine this week. The more you speak your dreams, your passions, the more you share them, the more they become grounded into your reality, the more they become anchored into your actions, into your planning, into your opportunities. And this is where truly there's a new cycle that's beginning. And remember too, we also have Uranus here. He is our planet in expansion in our 9th house right now, focused in Taurian energy. So all those dreams, particularly that you had at the beginning of the year, this is where he is now exalting each and every one of them. And remember, he will be moving back into our 10th house, back into Gemini once he moves direct next year. So that is where it's your honors, your achievements, your career all come into alignment with our sister sign, also ruled by Mercury. This is where he is expanding all of your dreams, bringing new beliefs, new opportunities, new faith, new foundations into where you're headed, where you're looking, where you want to go, with this spirit and alignment of adventure, grounding them with that Taurian energy into your reality, tapping into the unlimited potential, and also too allowing your heart to truly be broken wide open and aligned with your journey. This is truly a new beginning with unlimited, infinite potential in all your creativity, in all your tenacity, in all your faith. And it's the new start that truly brings a breakthrough this week with an explosion, just saying. So before we go as well, let's take a look at some additional guidance from our spirit animals. Thank you. I tell you what, the cards have been talking today. And I truly love that good luck and fortune is on your side. That is Jupiter all the way. So, oh my goodness, I just got tinglies again. If you did too, let me know in the comments below, because this is where there's a new direction. There is a turning point, and it's basically saying, Spirit is saying, it is your choice. Where do you want to go? What do you want your destiny to look like? What animal do you envision when you close your eyes? Embrace the qualities that they hold, because now is the time to play. Stand in your independence. Shine the light that you were gifted with, that you hold within you, that you might have felt that was dimmed or weighed down. Dive into the wisdom. Inhale confidence, exhale fear, and enjoy the ride, because this is the time where when you shine in all the light as a natural healer that you are, that you hold, this is where life is going to support you in every way, because you are truly not only meant for greatness, love is your strength, leadership is meant to be your path, but you can overcome any problem, and you will naturally, easily achieve success with these breakthroughs, with these like massive shifts, intense transformations. And don't ever forget, Good luck is on your side. You have a bright energy that the world is craving, is needing to see. You bless the world with all the color that you hold within you, and good luck is on your side. This is the time to shine. This is the week to truly know that all your alignments with this, like with the lunar nodes, with Saturn stationing direct, with this grand water trine between Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn, are all going to be lifting you to a place of new heights and new beginnings. Now, before we go as well, I do also just want to look at our major arcana here. So, what we pulled, I mean, look at this. This is a great, the epitome of this reading here. So, or synopsis. Anything that was holding you back, anything that was restricting, is falling to the wayside. You are being exalted and enlightened, risen, so that you can begin your new journey. I have tinglies again. I cannot help it. Oh my goodness. If you do too, let me know. This is where so music therapy, this is the time truly to ground yourself and to meditate, connect with these energies, with this cosmic breakthrough, because they will be coming in, especially right away on Monday with this conjunction with Venus, your heart's desires, and Mercury, our downloads, right? Messages from the universe, from your ancestors, all of it. All of it that needs to be healed so that your soul can break free, not three. Don't ask. Anyways, this is where what we pulled is A, C, G sharp, and E. And then color therapy, what we've got here is purple, red, indigo, and yellow. So if you guys, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this reading resonated, if you like the way that I read, by all means, please know you guys, each and every one of you, make the difference in making this channel a success, but more importantly, elevating these messages so that we can get them to the collective, to the ears that need to hear them, so that truly we can all elevate together and rise and shine together. So please like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What breakthroughs come through, what you experience in this beautiful week of a fated turning point. But until we see each other again, by all means, I am sending you a happy, happy Thanksgiving wish. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will see you in the next reading.